Good morning. It is Saturday the 17th of April. It's a beautiful sunny day. Still a little bit chilly but absolutely beautiful nonetheless. I've got the back door open so you might hear the birds singing. I've got a busy day ahead of me. I'm going to go and clear out the greenhouse, so I think the plan of action is to empty it, which I'm not looking forward to. Give it a good clean and a tidy and throw lots of things out and then put it all back in again and hopefully have a bit more space for seeds. I had to wait until the weather got a bit nicer because I'm not really one for going out when it's really cold. Even though I go to the palace in all weathers, where I volunteer in the gardens, I don't mind that. I really can't bring myself to go outside when it's really cold in my own garden, so I've had to wait until the weather warmed up a bit. We've had a really glorious week this week up here in Scotland. It's Saturday, so I am going to start the day off with some waffles for my breakfast. I think I need it today because I've got such a busy morning ahead of me, and it's going to be kind of a lot of physical work moving a lot of the stuff, so I think I need something to keep me going. So I'm going to make waffles. I do have these at the weekends quite often, not as often as I used to, but I'm going to have them today, and I just thought I would show you how I do it, give you a really quick recipe, if you can even call it a recipe, and I will link to my waffle machine down below because I'm always asked. I really like the one I've got now. The waffles are quite a nice size, not too big, not too small. They're the nice thick Belgian waffles. So I'm going to show you the recipe now and get them on. I'm not used to talking. I've got the machine on heating up now. Usually heat it up for about 5 minutes while I get everything ready, and then it's ready to go as soon as the batter's ready. So I'm going to show you what to do now. This is the most simple, foolproof recipe for waffles and for pancakes. This is the same one that I use if I want crepes or fluffy pancakes. So you'll need a glass, just a standard small sized glass. And I like to use a jug because then I can pour the mixture out. So you will need, start off with your flour, self-raising flour, unless you're doing crepes, in which case it would be plain flour. So just get a glass full of flour. I don't want to make loads of waffles today, so I'm not going to have it too full, but if you want to make more, just fill it up a bit more. I think I'm just going to go with here for today. It's about 3/4 full. That's fine. I'm going to tip that into the jug, and I'm going to add in a little bit of baking powder as well. Probably just half a teaspoon. I think my tub is nearly empty actually, so half a teaspoon of that in there. And then we can move on to the wet ingredients. So I'm going to go with an egg. Just use the, well, I like to do it in the glass, that way I can check if there's any shell. That looks good. In with the egg, and then some milk. I'm just using up some almond milk because I have it in the fridge. You can use any milk at all. And you kind of want the same amount of milk as you did have flour, so I'm going to go about there. I'm going to add in some vanilla extract. Chuck that in. Not being too exact here because, as you'll see in a minute, I might need to tweak some of the quantities anyway, so don't worry about it too much. This is a good place to add mashed banana. I love mashed banana in the waffles. I don't have any bananas ready today, so I won't be doing that. Or once you've mixed it, sometimes it's nice to add blueberries as well. So get creative and yeah, don't be afraid to add different flavours in. A pinch of cinnamon is really nice as well, or slightly more than a pinch is really tasty. I'm not going to do that today. So I'm going to give this a good mix. I'm happy with that. If you feel it's too runny, add more flour. If you feel it's too thick, add more milk. I feel like every time you make this kind of recipe, it's a chance to tweak it. So I'm going to see how this is. It is quite runny, but I think that might give me a nice soft fluffy waffle. So I'm going to get it in the machine now and we'll see how that goes. I've got some blueberries here, but they are a little bit on the tart side. They're not so sweet yet. So what I'm going to do with these, rather than just putting them on my fruit salad, I'm going to make a little bit of compote with them. So it's just going to be a nice sauce to put over my waffles. I'm going to add some honey to give it a bit of sweetness, since they are just that little bit tart. And then I'm just going to stick that in the microwave, and they will melt and it will all mix together and it will turn into a mushy sauce.
Your soul is lonely, sad and blue.
I've made quite good headway with the greenhouse. It's pretty tiring. It's getting quite warm. That was a mistake, waiting until the weather got warmer. I should have done it when it was cold. I've given the floor a really good sweep. It was so dirty. I'd really like to give it a scrub, like with a scrubbing brush and some soapy water. So I've just discovered that my trug has a big split down the side, so I'm going to pop out to Pound Strictures and see if I can get a new one. And a scrubbing brush. Excuse me. Because I haven't got a scrubbing brush, and if I get some things for outdoors, and it can always be used for outdoor stuff, and I'll give the panes a good clean as well while I'm in there. So I'm just going to pop out to the shops just now and grab those things. I need to get some compost as well. I would like to get 2 big bags, but I think I'm going to leave that until another day because I've got enough stuff at the moment to try and fit back into the greenhouse. I'm really surprised how big the greenhouse is. I didn't realise it was quite so big when it's not full of stuff. I'm going to have a really good tidy. I'm being quite ruthless, throwing out a lot of broken stuff and a lot of plastic trays and tubs that I've kept over the years that were useful at the time, but I don't need to keep on keeping more and more of the plastic, like produce trays. I use them a lot to make little mini greenhouses for things. I used them over the past week or two where it's been quite chilly at night. I just put them over my seedlings and it really helps. But I had so many of them and I don't need that many, so I've had a good clear out. There's a lot of broken stuff as well, so that's gone. So I'm going to pop out to the shop just now. It's lunchtime. I hope it's not going to be too busy. It's only a couple of minutes up the road, so I shall be back soon, and I'll be back to my hard work. get a nice big trug. It's exactly the same as the one I've got, same colour and everything. I may have even got it from the same shop, I can't remember. And I got sucked in by some of the flowers, so I got some bulbs. I like bulbs because they should come back every year, so I got some echinacea, and I also got a really pretty dahlia. I've lost my dahlias, I went to look at them the other day and they've gone all rotten, so I'm not a good dahlia plant mama. I'll try and look after this one, it's so pretty, beautiful. They didn't have a big scrubbing brush like I wanted, but I just got a pack, so I can use the big long one for the floor and I can use the others for cleaning the pots and things, because everything really needs a good clean. There are a lot of cobwebs in there, so I'm going to fill up my trug with some warm soapy water and I'm going to get back to it now that I've had some lunch. It's about 2 o'clock, so hopefully maybe by 4 o'clock I can go and sit down on my bench and do some knitting or something. Here's hoping. Nice and tidy. I've got all my seeds up here and I've moved all my pots down here and below, and now I've got this plant stand pretty much free, so I can plant more seeds basically. These are some new clematis that I bought and I just potted them onto bigger pots. They're just coming in for the night. I'm going to have a nice little potting bench here. A few little odds and ends just to figure out what that's from. It's one of those toggle things. I think it might be from my fold-up chair. I've got some soil and lots of floor space. Yay! And room for my trugs and my brush. Oh, my back is killing me, but that is a good day's work. That is. It is clean in here. This is a little lemon verbena plant, and you can just see the growths coming back again down here. I've had this for this is its 3rd year I think, and it was a gift from a viewer, and it's so nice when it keeps coming back, and it just reminds me of just the fact somebody sent me a lovely gift. So I'm really happy that it's survived the winter again. Lots of new shoots on it. You can see them over there. I've been waiting anxiously to see if it's still alive, so I'm really happy to see new shoots. that has been a super duper tiring day. I stopped at about 5:15, I think, which was an hour longer than I thought it might take. But it's all done, it's nice and tidy and clean, and oh, I'm so glad it's done. My back is so sore today. It's going to be really sore tomorrow, and I'm going to sleep well tonight, I think, and I think I might get a bath and just wash the day off because I'm probably filthy. My hands feel so dry. Did have latex gloves on when I was washing things. It was really good that I managed to get the new trug and some scrubbing brushes and could just clean stuff as I go. Scrubbing brushes that I bought were kind of useless, they were too small, really not easy to grip, and I gave the flooring a bit of a scrub, but I just couldn't grip onto the brush very well, so they were a bit rubbish. I wouldn't recommend buying those. I think tomorrow's Sunday, I'm going to have a very easy day. I might actually get out and enjoy some of the sun. It's been so warm, I probably could have sat out. It was really nice, so if it's nice again tomorrow, I'm definitely going to do that and work on some projects. I've just had my dinner now. I am so glad that I put a potato in the oven so I could have a baked potato for my dinner. Oh, because I could not have been bothered to cook anything else. I came in about 4 o'clock really wanting a snack, so I had a nice plate of fruit, had a nice orange and some of the biggest grapes I've ever seen, some raspberries, and then got back to work for a bit more and I put the potato in then, so glad I did. Oh, so just exhausted now. I'm going to show you some things I've been working on. I've just picked up a project bag and realised that I don't think I even showed it before. I did talk about making a new project bag in the last video. Well, I've done it. Just finally got around to doing it. Are you ready? Remember I showed you the Tilda fabrics? Well, of course I couldn't decide on one, so here she is. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. I don't think I've shown it before. I actually can't even remember. I've got a weird feeling I have, but I don't think I did. So if I've shown it before, just ignore me. These are mini crochet hooks which I use to pick up stitches when I drop stitches, which have been invaluable. I did drop a load of stitches last week, so it's handy. So I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. I've just done strips and it's the same size as my regular mini project bags, which fit socks in. This one feels a little bit bulky, but it's got a big commercial yarn in it, which I have separated into two. It's just it's taking up so much space because it's a big messy scruffy ball. I've lined it with a peach, which I am loving right now. The peach is available to buy in the shop, which is just a solid peach. Really lovely quality cotton, so you can use this for quilting, English paper piecing, hexes, everything, you name it, you can use that one for. It's fantastic. So I used the quilt as you go method, so you get your wadding and then you get your strips of fabric and you sew them on as you go, and then I've just done a quilting stitch where you can just see there, done one on each side of every seam, and it just holds it all together, and I just love quilting. So I'm really pleased with that. It's beautiful and I love it and I'm so happy with it, really like it. So that is housing my, so nosy and getting distracted by every car going down the street, mini egg socks, which are here. This is a West Yorkshire Spinner's yarn. Just thought the colours were nice and kind of Eastery, springtimey like. I needed a vanilla cast on. Last night I finished the second heel. It was the first heel that made me need my little crochet hooks because I somehow accidentally yanked the needle and it came out of some of the stitches, which was so annoying because I'm doing the Fish Lips Kiss heel and there are twin stitches at the end of the rows and that's what I pulled out, so I've probably not fixed those quite right, but oh, you wouldn't know. Anyway, so they are both done. As I said, finished that one last night, literally stopped when I finished it, so I haven't knitted any more rows after the heel. So now I'm just ready to continue with vanilla up the legs, which is just going to be so nice. I've really enjoyed just having plain socks on the go. It's been brilliant because a lot of the time I want to knit but I just don't have the brain power to think about anything. So vanilla is just perfect, just what I've needed. Thinking of knitting some shorty socks next, because I wear, like, in the nicer weather, I wear like kind of pumps, like, you know, like fake Converse type pump things, and I can't wear them with bare feet, so it would be nice if I had some handmade trainer socks, or what do you call them, shorties. So I'm going to do that. I have downloaded a pattern. It's a free pattern by Blue Fern Yarn, so I'm going to give that a go. Looks really nice. It's got like a contrasting cuff. Obviously the cuff is really thin and just sits around your ankle. So I'm looking through some minis for that. I think that's going to be quite fun, just to add in pops of colour here and there. So yeah, I think I will I get them finished? I don't know whether to wait till I've finished the Easter socks or not. Depends on the brain power, so we'll see. So I've been working on those, which has been good. I feel like I've done quite a bit on them over the past week or so. Obviously I had a bit more brain power in the evenings. School went back on Monday from the Easter holidays, so this week past there has been a really nice, just a normal week. Just Joshy going to school, me going to work. It's just been great. I work from home upstairs in my sewing room. Last week the mystery boxes went out. They went out on Friday, yesterday. They have left the building. This was the houseplant themed box. They have all gone. The boxes are really fun. I love the fabric. I was looking on the fabric and recognising a lot of the houseplants on the fabric. I'm not going to say any more because I'm already giving away what the bag looks like. So I'm going to have a bit of a break from boxes for a wee while. I've been making some project bags actually. I must remember to put in some footage, so I'll put some footage in, show you some of the bags that I made. They're in the shop now, and it's nice just to get back to making things with the different floral fabrics again, which I really enjoy, because when I do the boxes it's just sewing up the one fabric for all the bags. So I do look forward to being able to choose different combinations of fabric again. Another thing that I have been back to working on is my scrappy crochet blanket. I showed this a couple of weeks ago and haven't worked on it for quite a while, but I really wanted to work on it, so I have been, and I'm loving it. I really like it. Looks a little dark there in the picture, in the video, but it's kind of mid-tones. There's just, this bit's made it really dark, so I don't know if I'll use those dark colours again, but I think it all gets evened out a bit. But I'm loving it, just chilling out. Again, doesn't require any brain power. Well, on saying that, I've messed up an end. If you've ever done granny stripes, the ends are, obviously I haven't woven them in, but the ends have got, I'll show you from where it was good. So you start here, so you've got your cluster of 3 all throughout the stripe, and then at the end you finish on a 2. And then on the alternate row, the next row, you begin and end with a 1 cluster. And then it's 2 again, and then 1, and then 2, then 1, then 2. And I messed it up somewhere. I had an extra, I had 2 and then 2. So yeah, there it is, the green, then the yellow. So I messed that one up a bit. I may have messed something else up because that's not sitting very straight. There's a 1 and a 1 there. I've messed up again. I've just seen that now. Oh geez. Here's me saying it's a nice easy project. It's not. If you don't pay attention, what happens is your blanket doesn't end up straight at the edge, and that's what's happened to mine. But I'm not going to worry about it too much because I can't fix it now. I'm just going to promise myself that I'll pay attention a bit more in future. So yeah, working through some DK yarn style craft acrylic, that's the word I was looking for. Just yawned because I'm so tired now, just to get it used up. So I'm just making a nice big cozy blanket. So that's what I've been working on. I've been busy. I've also been enjoying doing crosswords again. Go through phases. I do find that when I go on holiday I always like to have a puzzle book. I've not been on holiday for quite a few years, so I haven't done it, but I still have the books, and I think when it's summer and when I'm chilling a bit I do like it, and sometimes it kind of helps you get off your phone a bit as well if you kind of want to just get on with a crossword. So I've been enjoying those again. I've got loads of old books, so I just go back through them, and I find it fun to go back and see if I could fill in the gaps, see if my knowledge has improved, or if the word comes to mind that obviously I couldn't think of the first time I did it. Anyway, I am going to go and take a bit of video of the bags. There's also quite a few new journaling supplies in the shop as well, so do have a look if that's your thing. I know I said that I would make some journaling videos. I haven't got round to doing it yet. There are just so many jobs that need doing in the house, in the garden, and I kind of feel like I just want to get them done before I can sit and play, kind of thing. So the greenhouse was another job that needed ticking off. I need to give the patio a really good sweep as well. We've got woods behind us and they let down a lot of leaves obviously, so I need to clear out all the pots and move the pots out, sweep all the leaves and that kind of thing. But you know how many pots I've got, so that's a big job, and there's lots of corners in the garden as well, so that's a big job. That's probably not going to happen tomorrow. I don't think my back would take any more sweeping. I'm trying to do kind of one big job every weekend if I can, if I want to, and that's working well for me. But then some weekends I just really want to relax, so that's working quite well as well. It's such a beautiful night, but I think I'm going to put on some comfy clothes, relax on the sofa and find something nice to watch. I have a spare waffle from this morning, and my treat for working hard all day is to have my waffle with some ice cream tonight. I'm going to have it with some strawberries. It's going to be delicious and I'm going to enjoy every bite. I deserve it today. I've earned it. This is a little belated birthday gift that I got from my friend Natalie. You can check Natalie's vlog out as well. I will put the link on the screen and I'll put a link down below if I can. So she brought this round yesterday. Natalie is a crafter, as you can probably tell. Look how amazing it all is. Love the strawberries, aren't they so cute? It's beautiful. And the book looks good. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't read that one. And a sweet little bowl. I use little bowls like this for all my snacks. You can see how teeny it is. It fits in my hand. That's so cute. So pretty. And a stunning handmade card. How lovely is that? The big pressed flower in it. And some really nice yarn. This is a DK yarn, so I would probably knit that into a shawl or a scarf, I think. And this gorgeous, I don't know what you would call it. Is it a doily? It's beautiful. I have wanted something like this for ages. I'm going to have a really good faff about figuring out where I'm going to put that. It's going to be so nice, just with maybe plants on it and candles and all that kind of thing. Isn't that just so beautiful? Put my bowl in the middle. It's lovely.